If you want to find an easy way to Magic the Gathering player's heart, just ask them about their deck. It doesn't matter which deck. It doesn't even matter if you know which deck you're specifically asking about. Just ask them, hey, can you tell me about your deck? And then they will continue to tell you about their deck for the next 6 hours because it's the only thing any of us really want. So without further ado, this person would love to see my cards for my Rakdos deck. And I'm going to talk about it. So this is my Moxfield, my Rakdos Comrade. It's our deck. I'm running the new Rakdos the Muscle. It's basically a bunch of sacrifice outlets and then me getting to use your cards and whatever mana to do, shenanigans. There are a few cards I would like to add to this deck to make some like infinite loops. I've really considered trying to make this deck like an 8 or like a low-powered 9 maybe someday. But it is my first shot at a Rakdos deck, so we got a lot of work to do. According to MTG Card Realms and their deck calculator, let's calculate it really quick and see what this comes up as. It comes up as a 6. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. I think, yes, they're right. I probably need to add some better lands. I have a Jessica's Will I need to add. I have a Phyrexian Arena. Obviously, lands are always the big ones. But a bunch of stuff that I definitely could add but have not added yet. This website in particular really likes you to have better lands, so that might be the next move for this deck. Like I said, here it is. There's a lot of, your typical Rakdos staples in this thing. I'll go through it pretty quick, but it's a lot of being able to sacrifice things and do shenanigans with those self-sacrificing or even picking stuff up from other players and sacrificing them. So a lot of staples in that regard. In terms of win cons, it's something I definitely need to work on for this deck. Right now, I would say it's just a really annoying deck to play against that could find its way into a win. But I haven't put in any like big, I'm going to win the game if I do X, Y, and Z yet. So that's kind of why it's kind of a first build. There's definitely some things I need to improve on, but Rakdos the Muscle was such a fun commander that I just had to build him. Some people also said that MTG Card Realm and their calculator aren't always the best, so I'm actually going to try Commander Salt and see what that says for this Rakdos deck. So Commander Salt is a little different. So you have to paste your link here, hit ready, and then it will give you one, I guess. So this is my Rakdos Comrade deck. Okay, this calls it a 4. A bit unseasoned, but well prepared. Perfect for the kitchen table. And looking what it has here, it has consistency. The baseline isn't great, but it has decent there. Efficiency looks like it's efficient. A lot of interaction, but the mana, just like the other site was saying, isn't great. And then the control isn't great either, but I don't really care about the control. Ramp is decent, but definitely could do a little more, definitely with the mana for this deck. And they actually give a little report card. You got a C+ for saltiness, A- for interaction, because there's a lot of interaction dealing with other people's deck. Like I said, I need to add in some combos. That doesn't have any. And then a lot of synergy, obviously, with the Rakdos Sacrifice feature. And then nutritional effects. Early game acceleration 0, yep, because my ramp is bad. Playing on a curve percentage is really, really good. Mana-based quality is above average, I suppose. And I don't really understand what the total calories value, I guess. That's interesting. But kind of cool. I kind of like this. I don't know which one I like better. In my head, my Rakdos deck would fall into a 5 because of how frustrating it is probably to play against, because it is taking your deck and letting me use it and sacrifice creatures from it. But again, if I had those combos in it, it would probably do a lot better. Commander Salt also gives you some upgrades. Could definitely think about adding a few here. Some things I'll definitely have to take a look at, but all in all, pretty interesting to go through these commander sites and try to figure out what your deck might need. So thanks for asking about my Rakdos deck. It made my day, and I'm so thrilled that you did, and I'm sorry if you sat through this entire 5-minute ordeal, but if you did, we're best friends now, because you can't spend more than 5 minutes with somebody and not think that you love them. I'm pretty sure that's science.